What's up people, how are you doing? In this unboxing review we are going to take a look at a very practical air duster by MECO ELEVERDE. This is what it looks like. What exactly is it and why do you need one? Well, dust really likes to get into electronic devices and make them overheat. While PC users usually get to clean their machines from time to time, laptop or console owners rarely do that. When was the last time you took your PS5 apart and cleaned it inside? Do your PS5's fans sound like a Boeing 747 during takeoff while you play? If the answer is yes, then you probably could use something like that. Basically, this thing here is nothing else like a compressed air duster. In other words, it produces compressed air. So of course, instead of that, you could get something like a small compressor to generate compressed air. That way you could also clean your devices and also fill up your tires and stuff. But even if you get a very small one, those things usually are kinda hard to maintain. They are fairly loud and usually they also need an electrical socket on the wall. This thing here is not just very small, compact and easy to use, but it also runs on battery, so you could easily take it with you and clean your car, for example. Right now it costs $56 here on Amazon, and also it is available in two colors, purple and blue. And yes, it is supposed to be really powerful for this small size, and it is really small, as you can see here. This person is doing pretty much what I told you, is cleaning his car from all the leaves and stuff. And yeah, the thing is so small that you can basically just put it in your pocket. The purple one apparently also comes with all kinds of accessories like those brushes and those nozzles here, but somehow it is not available in my location. So I do assume that in here will be the blue one, but we shall see. So let's get the thing out and see what it really can do. Fairly plain box, nothing to say about it. It says Super Power Turbo Fan by MECO, and on the back side there's some information about the exact model name and battery capacity, all this kind of stuff. Type-C charger, I assume. Alright, what do we have in here? Obviously a manual. It's actually quite a nice velvet-like bag. Yeah, it's a bag. Okay, very nice. If we want to store it in a fashionable way, I guess. Yes, and it is the purple one, as I assumed, so this will also include all the accessories. This is what's in here. There's a tape on the button for some reason, so it does not get turned on automatically all of a sudden inside the package, I guess. A little warning label here saying that when using this product, please use it with a nozzle for better heat dissipation. Maybe it's not charged up by default, because yeah, it does not turn on right now. And in here there are all the nozzles and brushes we saw on the picture, and obviously a little USB cord so we can charge it up. It almost looks like a makeup brush of some kind. Another tiny brush over here, double-ended lightsaber, and so on. Yes, once plugged in, obviously the LED turns on and it's charging. Anyway, we got 5 nozzles here in total, and this one that kinda resembles a jet engine exhaust is the exhaust part, so it goes to the out end, and this is what they meant for better heat dissipation. And this one of those goes to the front like that, or if we want to make it really pressurized air, we can obviously put this one with a really narrow nozzle. The case, by the way, is made out of aluminum, so it can get fairly hot. It has here with a very nice MECO ELEVERDE logo here. It actually looks fairly cool. The battery, from what it looks like, is not removable, and it also has some meshes here, so you do not cut off your fingers in the turbine. Anyway, as we mentioned earlier, it has 4 gears. So if we turn it on now, yeah, and it turned off by itself because it's out of charge. Yeah, I only had it plugged in for a couple of minutes, but yeah, it works, and as you could probably hear, the turbine is quite powerful. So yes, it looks like we have to let it charge a little bit, and after that we're going to test it out with all kinds of devices and see just how dusty they are. So as mentioned, the thing has 4 gears and only one button. So you basically turn it on with a long press, then you switch the gears, 2, 3, 4, and 1 again, and then long press again to turn it off. Also, at first I actually put the nozzles wrong, because in is the intake, so where the air gets sucked in, but this is where the exhaust nozzle goes for better heat dissipation, and out is obviously where we put the narrow nozzles. So anyway, let's check out just how powerful it is. First, a very toxic cup. Well, that was obviously no problem at all. I mean, it does not weigh much. But how about a roll of paper? That is a bit heavier, so let's see if the first gear can get it from around half a meter away. And there we go. Okay, the third gear got it. Well, it has 4 gears once again, and yes, the fourth gear is obviously super powerful, but it also drains the battery the most, and that way it can only work for 10 minutes, it says on the packaging, but I mean, for a handheld it's pretty good. Okay, so for an actual test, here is an old Acer laptop, and I also put the narrowest nozzle, so to say, because as mentioned earlier, it will have the most air pressure. Okay, that was a bit disappointing. I guess there was not as much dust in there as I expected. So how about an old console? This thing has been catching dust for quite a while now. As you can see, there is some dust obviously on top of it. But of course I am wondering just how much dust will come out if I blast it from behind, so to say. You know, where the fans are. Also, I'm going to try it with this a bit more bigger nozzle, because the really narrow one, it's very narrow, so the airstream that comes out, I think it's just not enough. Well, okay, I mean, there was not that much dust. I wonder if it was even visible on the video. But yeah, some came out. I guess my consoles are just not dusty enough. Okay, now we're bringing out the heavy guns. Yes, my old PS2, as you can see. Well, if I look into it right now, I can already see there is a lot of dust in there around the fan, so now I expect a tiny cloud of dust to come out at least. Let's see how it works. What can I say? The fan is much cleaner. There was not really like a cloud of dust coming out, but okay, that's more like it. Use it in second gear now, and as you can see, there was quite a cloud of dust. This console is obviously a bit older, and this thing is, yeah, it works obviously. Anyway, what can be said about this MECO ELEVERDE air duster? Well, it is definitely powerful, and it is quite useful to have something like this. My consoles were obviously not that dusty, but as you can see, the thing does what it promises. It is a really powerful little tool. It's cool that it's handheld, obviously. As I said earlier, you can use it to clean your car, for example, the air ducts and stuff. And from what the agents told me, you can even use it to light up campfires. So yes, it is a fairly interesting tool, and the bad thing is, if you want to have one of those, we have a discount code for you. So follow the links in the description below and get your very own air duster from MECO ELEVERDE. And also, thank you all for watching, and see you around.